everyone, long time no see. I'm not currently prepping yet. I'm still on my diet where I'm only working out one time a day and cardio once a day, and I'm eating a lot more calories. Like today I had yogurt with some blueberries, and then I had 2 pieces of Ezekiel bread, one with jam and one with almond butter. I also had a full egg with my whites in the morning and oatmeal with strawberries. And I had stir-fried vegetables and tofu and kidney beans. I also get a protein shake a little bit later, and yeah, I get some kale and a garden burger also, but no bun, obviously, just the burger. My hair is looking rough today. Anyway, I was just about to go to the gym, so just got it all pinned back and stuff. But what I wanted to talk about a little bit was a lot of times this time of the year, there is a lot of shows on about weight loss and like The Biggest Loser and all those sort of things, which I like to watch. I think they're very motivating. But the one thing that I've noticed some of the coaches saying, which I'm not sure, maybe it is for them, but for me, I thought this is what I thought going into losing weight and doing these competitions. I really thought that I would lose the craving for sweets and fats and things like that. I thought, oh, that'll go away, because I've heard on some of those shows they'll say, well, you just need to train your brain. You need to train your brain to not like this. You know, a habit takes 23 days. You know, so if you start a diet plan at the beginning of the year, don't give up. As if you keep doing it, eventually you're not going to want candy. Eventually you're not going to want cookies. You're going to crave an apple instead. I'm here to say that that has never happened to me. Now, I'm not saying there isn't somebody out there that has happened to, but I think a good majority of them are lying, because I haven't had that happen, and I've been doing this for years now. I think that sometimes you don't like the way you feel after you eat a cheat meal, and then you might be like, "Ooh, I'm not doing that again for a while." But after 5 days of dieting, I just think everybody's going to crave a piece of cake or some ice cream or whatever your sugar thing you like is. And so when I hear that, I'm afraid of people that lose weight and think, why isn't it going away? Why isn't it going away? I still crave this. I still crave that. I still do. It's something you have to fight through. So I just want everybody to, when you watch those shows, sometimes you feel discouraged because you're not feeling that, and those trainers are saying that you will. It's not natural to not crave the bad things unless you've never had them in your life. But I'm sorry, I bet you every kid here, an adult, has had sugar in the US because Halloween and stuff like that. I mean, it's unavoidable. If you've never had it, then you don't know, but we've all had it, so we crave it. It's an addiction. I told my husband, I was like, I need to go into rehab to get off the white devil. And when they go in there, they'll be like, oh, cocaine? No, never done any drugs before. Processed sugar. Because it really is. And I mean, like, these vitamins, I don't keep the women's ones. These are the men's ones, and my husband will take them. If I keep these in the house, they're vitamins. I will like eat them just because there's a little bit of small, minimal amount of sugar on them. So it's just kind of one of those things where I don't think it really goes away, and everybody has their sort of trigger food to get them back off track. So I keep hearing that on all these weight loss shows, and it's driving me crazy because I know that isn't for everybody, and they make it sound like it's for everybody. If you stay on my plan, you'll no longer crave sweets. Yeah, right. Okay, I want your plan then. And and then they'll do some of those shows, the trainer will have to eat the food, like the piece of pizza or something, to save a team member or whatever, and they'll be like, oh, this is so terrible, it's so gross, like they're gonna puke. And I'm thinking, whatever, you totally know you're enjoying it. Anyway, it's just one of those things where it kind of bothers me. Also too, it's not about all the weight you lose, it's about the muscle you also gain. And so if you see yourself plateauing and you're like, oh my gosh, but I've seen people on my 600-pound life or on The Biggest Loser, and they're losing, 30 pounds in a month, or, 10 pounds in 1 week, or however they're losing it, and then you get discouraged. Well, it's kind of one of those things where if you're just dieting, you're gonna just lose weight. You're not going to gain muscle. But if you're working out too, you might actually gain weight at some point. Like, you'll plateau and then you'll gain weight don't get discouraged that it's not working. That's how the progression goes. And if you watch any of those weight loss shows, you'll notice as the Biggest Loser, as they get closer to the end, they're only losing like a pound a week, or sometimes they're gaining, and they get so mad at themselves. And I'm thinking, I've watched you in the gym. You're building some quads, you know? So I just wanted to throw that out there on the off season. And also, since it's the beginning of the year, a lot of people are on diets right now. Even people that aren't trying to compete, they're just dieting because it's a new year. Keep it going. Get to your goal, find your happy place, and don't worry about anyone else. As far as it goes for my training, I'm on a higher calorie diet right now, about 1,700 calories a day, which at my activity level, I'll lose about a pound a week. But that's still very, very high in calories for me from normal. I am training for a skating competition right now, so my coach has taken that in consideration. So I do get a few more carbohydrates until March, and then once March passes, I'm going to get cut off on most of those. So it's been a good off season so far. I haven't gained that much weight. My body fat's around 12, which is high for me. Sounds pretty low for some. Depends on what you look like at what body fat. I like to keep mine competitively. I like to stay around 5 or 6. Off season, I don't want to get above 13, which I got just to 13 and then I'm starting to come back down. So we'll see how it goes. I'm deciding on my suit right now. I'm getting fitted on the 30th of January. I'm debating between red and blue. I wanted to go with blue, but one of the other competitors on our team is doing blue, so I'd have to do a totally different shade than her. Even though we're in different heights, you never know. If you win overall, the coach doesn't want us to have the same suit. I've never done red before, so I was kind of thinking red. I'm not sure what hair color to go with, but red goes with both. So that's kind of the other reason. I found this one that was like a purpley pink sort of color, and it had teal stones. It was so beautiful. It only go with blonde hair, and I'm not so sure what I'm going to do yet. So I didn't want to go with that. And then I wanted to go with solid black, but that was a no from the trainer. So it looks like I'm either red or blue. I'm going to talk to the suit designer and figure it out. I got a different suit designer this time because I wanted someone local. So I'm actually meeting her in person. I'm hoping she can do the same sort of cup design as my other one, because I do have natural breasts and they look really bad with the little flimsy suits, which a lot of designers make. So I need something that makes it look like I have fake boobs. And I'm not so sure she can do that. There's only a few designers that actually are really good at creating real looking boobs. So I'm going to talk with her about that, and if not, then I'll just use the designer that I had before. But I'm still trying to decide on the color. I like the way this lady's stoning is better. It's more of a smooth transition, more of like a fade kind of ombre sort of stone effect. I like that, especially if I'm going to do a red or something. So I'll keep you updated on my suit and that sort of thing, but I want to tell all the people that are doing New Year's resolution to keep it going, or if it's not a New Year's resolution that you started before, which a lot of people I noticed had. The gym got really crowded in December this year compared to normal. Just keep it going, and if you have any questions for me about how to stay on track and things that I do, because we're all human, and I crave French fries and cake just as much as anybody else. It's just you have to know how to avoid breaking down. And then also too, this time of year, here I'll show you real quick. Outside here, it is raining. It's like flooded out here. It is raining so hard. And what happens with me is I don't get seasonal depression like to the point of ridiculousness like some people do, but I get never-ending tired, and no matter what I do, I'm tired. And I always try and say, oh, maybe it's because I'm a vegetarian, I should go get a vitamin B12 injection. But I really think it has a lot to do with the weather. So I'm just going to try and wait it out. I mean, no depression, just like, oh my gosh, like if I don't have to work, I just am like, can I stay home all day? And like things that I love, I'm like, is it really worth the drive? I'm that lazy. So I'm trying to get past that too. I still go to the gym and work out. That I don't pass up, but it's the fun things. Like if my friend asks me to go to a painting class, or if somebody's like, oh yeah, let's go inner tubing or go for a hike. oh yeah, it's kind of nasty out, you know? So, so we're all human, and even the people that you see that are winning the Olympia and all those people have gone through some stuff that you think that they don't, they do. So don't be hard on yourself. And I hope everyone is having a great beginning of the year, and I'll keep you updated. Bye.